Here, hey, this week, all week long, we're celebrating those MVPs, most valuable pops, and I saw putting a little cherry on top there. How about putting a cherry on top of Father's Day with a little brew? Some local beers here in Connecticut. Our buddy Ken Tuccio, host of the Welcome to Connecticut Podcast, is here with all of the information you need to know. Ken,
what's going on, man? How you doing?
See, I'm doing excellent. Wonderful to have you here on the show today.
Good stuff.
So let's get right into it. All local beers you brought.
All local beers. I brought local breweries that I want to bring people's attention to because, you know, Father's Day, it's a great day to go out with your dad, have a few beers at the brewery. And Connecticut has 34 breweries all across the state. So what I wanted to do is focus on some breweries you might not know about from different portions of the state.
Okay.
So, you know, we focus on breweries on our show a lot. One of the ones we had on our show, awesome place, has become one of my favorite breweries in Connecticut. It's in Black Rock in Bridgeport, the Fairfield County area. It's called Brew Lab. This guy right here.
Okay.
Aspetuck. It was opened up by a husband and wife duo, Peter and Tara Coles, and they are doing some amazing stuff. And the great thing about Aspetuck is it's very approachable. They're very good at monitoring the palate of individuals who might not be familiar with craft beer. So let's say you have a dad who only drinks Coors Light or Budweiser.
Right.
You bring him to Aspetuck. Peter will sit you down and find something that fits your palate.
That dad will like.
That dad will like, and that's the big thing. It's kind of, for a lot of people, it's intimidating craft beer. Yeah. Peter takes that all away. So they got a lot of stuff that appeals not only to the everyday beer drinker, but also the hardcore beer enthusiast. So they have something called Lupulus erectus, which is a double IPA, which you can't pronounce.
There's a unique name there. Huh?
You can't pronounce it 5 times fast, but that's a beer that really appeals to the hardcore craft beer enthusiast, but it also is something that's very drinkable to the everyday beer drinker. Then they got some really creative stuff. They have the Audacious Mongrel. Audacious Mongrel is a West Coast red style beer.
They're good with these names here.
They're really good with the names.
I dig it.
Yeah, and then you want to jump around.
Let's drive up 95.
Let's drive up 95. You want to go to Hamden. You want to head to Hamden. This is a brewery that's doing some great stuff. It's No Worries Brewing. It's on State Street in Hamden.
Okay.
And what they're doing, they got a really casual atmosphere. So if you want to bring your dad to an area where he could play some cornhole, they got cornhole boards. You want to sit down and watch some TV. They got some laid back vibe. Cool. The logo's a guy in a hammock. That's how laid back they are.
Last but certainly not least, this last one is for dads. Do you have to have a beard to drink this beer?
You don't have to have a beard, but I wanted to make sure I mentioned beard because they're based in Stonington.
Yep.
And this is a brewery that is getting not just a lot of local attention in Connecticut, but they've gotten a lot of national attention. Aaron and Precious, two awesome people who are doing amazing beers, and they're growing their brewery step by step. Right now they're canning some beers. Two of my favorite beers they're canning are Hobbit Juice and Dogs and Boats. And they're doing some awesome stuff. So if you want to take dad to a brewery that's getting some national attention, that's the one to go to.
I'm always intrigued how people come up with these names for these.
What would you name your beer?
My beer? I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Do you have any ideas for it?
I would name it Mora after my wife.
Mora. See, what a good husband.
I'm a quick thinker.
See,
Hi, Mora. See?
This guy deserves something later today. More fun on the Welcome to Connecticut podcast coming up. I mean, it's cool because you get to go around the state, try out all these beers, have some wonderful interviews as well.
Yeah, we get to focus on the Connecticut beer community, which is awesome. And, you know, it's great because you have so many great people doing some awesome stuff in the beer community, and it's something that appeals to all different palates, which is cool. And, you know, one of the great things I want to point out is if people want to learn more about the beer community, we're highlighting 3 breweries here. There's 34 in the state. There's an awesome website. It's called ctmq.org. It's run by one of my buddies, Steve Wood.
Okay.
And they have a great listing of all the breweries in the state, and Steve does some really entertaining and informative reviews about the breweries. So it's a great way to learn some stuff if you don't know.
Make sure you guys check it out. Ken, thank you so much for coming on the show, brother. Always nice to see you. Coming up next, more fun on Style. Stage 8, Rose Boyd is going to sing an inspiring gospel